You earn a good income, but somehow by the 28th of the month, you're staring at your bank balance, watching the money vanish. Most financial advice centers on the budget, a word that carries the weight of a diet. It frames your money around restriction and guilt. Avoiding that guilt is exactly why high earners like Sarah end up stressed. Even with a healthy salary, she lived in a state of constant bank account anxiety, checking her balance with a sense of dread every time she swiped her card. Solving this requires a change in perspective. A budget can function as a permission slip, providing the clarity needed to spend money without the lingering fear of going broke. This is the logic behind the 50-30-20 rule. It's a three-part formula designed to automate your decisions and strip the stress out of your monthly cash flow. This framework establishes a clear ceiling for your expenses. It provides the exact number you can spend freely, replacing guesswork with a predictable system. The process begins by looking at your absolute total monthly take-home pay, the actual cash that hits your account after taxes. You take that total and earmark exactly half of it for your foundational survival. This 50% bucket covers your non-negotiable expenses, rent, groceries, and essential utilities, the baseline costs required to keep your life running. This first step is usually the easiest part of the calculation. These costs are typically fixed and recur on a predictable monthly schedule. Capping your survival needs at half your income creates a hard boundary. It prevents lifestyle inflation from slowly eroding your ability to build wealth as your salary grows. Timing is the secret to this framework. Before any money goes toward entertainment or hobbies, the next portion must be secured. You take 20% of your total pay and move it into buckets for savings and debt reduction. This money is dedicated to three specific targets: building an emergency fund, fueling long-term investments, and eliminating high-interest debt. Moving this money out of your checking account first ensures your future is funded. When an unexpected medical bill or car repair arrives, the safety net is already in place. The psychological payoff of this system comes from the money that remains. This is the portion you can use for the things you actually enjoy. You dedicate the final 30% purely to wants and discretionary spending. This covers dining out, streaming services, travel, and shopping. In a traditional budget, a nice dinner often feels like a mistake. But here, because your needs and savings are already covered, you can spend this portion with no buyer's remorse. Using strict boundaries for your bills and your future creates the space you need to enjoy the present without looking over your shoulder. For Sarah, this meant she could keep her daily coffee runs and weekend dinners. The difference was the absence of that nagging anxiety. While she enjoyed her life today, an invisible background process was working. Her net worth grew every single month because the system was automated. The value of the 50-30-20 rule lies in the removal of decision fatigue. You no longer have to ask if you can afford a purchase. The buckets have already answered. A reliable system like this detaches the idea of responsibility from the feeling of deprivation. Financial freedom comes from a defined system that provides the license to enjoy your money today while securing your path for tomorrow.